So, the year is over. The deadline I set for myself last January has officially passed. If you've been following this channel for the last 12 months, you know the deal. I sat here at the same desk I sit at now, and I told you, and I told myself that if I didn't hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I would delete my channel. Today, I sit at 5.2 thousand subscribers. By my own rules, I've failed. And for the last few weeks, that failure has been sitting in my stomach like lead. I want to take a minute and explain why I made that ultimatum in the first place. Last year, I had started college as a computer science major. Up until then, school had always been very easy. I barely had to study and I still pulled straight A's. Then it really hit. Classes were harder, and on top of that, I worked multiple jobs just to stay afloat. My bank account was constantly on life support between tuition, gas, and numerous car repairs. Because of that, I had to pick up as many shifts as I possibly could at work. There were often really late nights where I wouldn't get back home until 12 o'clock. Then I'd sleep for 5 hours and I'd be straight back to it the next day. God, I sound like a pussy complaining about this. It was honestly pretty miserable though, and I was barely passing some of my classes, like D's curved to C's kind of barely passing. Yeah, this was definitely not one of my finest academic moments. So when I made the decision 1 year ago to delete the channel, while it may have been a little dramatic, it was practical. YouTube had become one more thing just weighing me down. There are very few things I'd rather be doing than YouTube. It just doesn't seem to fit my life anymore. But every time I seriously think about deleting it, I realize something. I don't want to stop creating. I just wanted to stop feeling like a meaningless distraction instead of something I actually enjoy. So here's my final decision. The journey of Zombie Plays 9 is over. Nah, I'm kidding. You really thought I was quitting? Okay, here's what I'm actually changing. This channel is no longer going to be about chasing numbers or fitting into a box. I'm going to make whatever gaming content I want to make, and if you like it, awesome, and if not, go find something else to watch. Honestly, I'm torn about keeping the name. I would love to hear your feedback because I think we can all admit that Zombie Plays 9 is cringy, but it's almost become iconic at this point. Alongside these changes, I'll be starting 2 new channels, one where I rant about whatever's on my mind while building on the city, and one for all of my coding and tech endeavors. They are linked in the description, and I'll have some videos up soon. I'll also be unlisting a lot of my older videos. At a later date, I'll make them accessible again in some way if you really care to see them. But before I end this, let me just say that this year was absolutely incredible. Even though I did not hit my goal of 10,000 subscribers, we did double the size of the channel from 2,700 to over 5,200 subs, and that on its own is absolutely insane. And hopefully my content quality has improved to match. Content here will continue, hopefully better than ever. So I guess this makes me a liar. But let's be real, nobody actually keeps their New Year's resolutions anyway.